Hello everyone, this is Rod from the Mountain Plantsman. Welcome to the video once again. I'm out in my garden actually looking at a few plants that I want to show you. It's very cold out here at the moment, but I've got a couple of plants that I want to point to you. Now this plant here, this tree, is a very rare camellia. It's called Camellia Granthamiana, and it's quite rare. As you can see, it's sort of flowering at the moment, nearly finishing flower. I'll just go around here a little bit, and you can see there the flowers are quite unusual for a camellia. I bought this plant almost 30 years ago, I think, and it was very rare. It was being sold by a person who had a nursery who was retiring, who collected rare camellias. Now Granthamiana, the camellia here, was discovered in about 1905 in the new territories of Hong Kong, which was sort of a British protectorate at the time. There was only one plant, and most of the plants that are around in Australia are derived from this one particular plant. Now this is 30 years old and it's relatively large, 4 meters high, and the flowers are really beautiful. But it is quite a distinct species of camellia, and you can see if I go in a little bit closer here that the leaves are quite different to some camellias. They're very wavy, and you can see also that there's a bit of variegation, actually quite a lot of variegation on this. I'm planning to actually take a few cuttings and see if I can keep the variegation going. Hopefully it won't. There's another variegation over here. And there's another flower there. And there's quite a few flowers that have fallen off, of course. It's just about finished flowering. So it's a very, very beautiful camellia. Apparently it doesn't hybridize that well. It must be a different class, different family. But there have been a few hybrids made of it. Another plant, and we're just going to walk over here into my garden, that I want to show you, that's unusual for where it's growing in this cold climate. By the way, these are clivias. I've got heaps of clivias here. They're beautiful plants for growing under trees. But this is another plant growing outside, Ripsalis. It's grown quite well, and it's cold, and by the way, it's about 4 degrees here at the moment, and it's growing well. The other plant I wanted to show you was this. It's an orchid, and it's called the Stanhopeia oculata actually, and it's been growing out here for 5 or 6 years, and the temperature gets to below 0, and the plant seems to not be affected by it. I'll put in a few clips above of the flowers. It's not flowering at the moment, but it's growing, and you see it's in a perforated pot here, plastic pot, and it's growing at the bottom there. But still, it's growing quite well. It's quite a good plant. The other plant I wanted to show you, the last one for this, it's over here, and you can see it here. It's a Monstera deliciosa, and it's just grown a new leaf too, and it's growing out here in the cold. As I say, it's about 4 degrees here at the moment, and it doesn't seem to affect this plant at all. It might be a bit warmer where it's growing there, but it's growing new leaves and everything. It's growing quite well. So there you are there. It is surprising how many unusual, more or less warm climate plants you can grow up here. if you pick the right conditions. So thank you for listening. We'll see you in the next video.